Hello everyone and welcome to, something different this time. I'm here with my friend TomF7.
Howdy partners, how's it hanging? Good.
And today we're gonna discuss, the recent announcement about the new F1 game, but in a different way. We wanna discuss, of course, the information that's been released, but also our expectations on it, and also our predictions on it. So it's gonna be expectations versus prediction today. Hopefully that will be interesting for people to also start discussing about, obviously. So Tom, what first of all, initial reaction to the announcement? What did you think, the way they announced it?
Well, I was quite surprised. I thought June was a bit too early. I thought summer break was a good point to put it in. So sort of July, August sort of time. That would have been pretty good. But, you know, it's coming out June. We don't know officially yet, but it could be mid to late, I'm going to say. Mid to late June. And I think, you know, it's a typical Codemasters announcement where we get a few screenshots, we get a press release and no trailer. But I'm pretty excited, and the fact that it's on the new consoles, which means for some it's not going to be good who don't have a new console or PC, but
Left out. Some people were actually expecting it still to be out.
I think 2015 is the year where we do leave behind the old consoles anyway, you know. From what I've seen, the press release, the actual document was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so
But
good,
the rest
good
is
read.
nothing special.
Okay, so more imagining in your head after reading stuff than what you actually saw from
just
that.
show me, alright? I get it.
You know,
this
what
game has
you
been in
read, you
development
see
for a
in
long
your
time.
head, and pretty much imagine any shape you want, because your imagination will always be your imagination, of course. So.
Well, let's just say the game has been in development for at least 15 months. In my opinion, this game was meant to come out last year for 2014, hence why the 2014 season is on this game.
Yeah.
And now they really should be in the stages of polishing. Like, the game should be finished, and you haven't even released a trailer. That's bad.
No, should be a trailer around. I'd say what did the I think I heard. Well, that is speculation that around China we will get some more info, perhaps some footage. I'm not sure. Speaking of June, time for a prediction. So date. What's your prediction?
June 26th. I think that would be the Friday. Is that a Friday? June 26th?
Yeah, it usually is on a Friday.
Well, it'll be that week.
So that's around. What did we look at earlier? What the season between Austria and?
I don't know, but either way, I can't see
Yeah.
them announcing the game
British company.
on the 20. When did they announce it? Was it like this Thursday? So 25th, something like that.
26th, yeah,
26th.
Thursday.
And they've really got to give themselves 3 months.
I believe it's gonna come out on either June 12th, on Friday obviously, which is around Austria, or the week later, which is obviously gonna be 7 days later from the 12th and 19th, between the Grand Prix in. But 19th I lean towards more, because like you said, it's the third week into June, so that's a little more time for them. And also it's right before summer, so that's quite good. Also the holidays for people, obviously.
I agree. It's difficult. They haven't confirmed anything, and there is a high chance it could be delayed.
Well, there was speculation about 12. That's what I read, but also that's of course also another prediction, but it's not coming from me or you. So my prediction the 19th. Tom says that
it'll be done when it's
26.
done.
Yeah,
That's when it will be out.
And Yeah, I don't think we'll have a demo this year either, just like last year.
No way, they're not bringing that down.
So yeah, I'm gonna just scroll through this announcement real fast. Yeah. I don't all this PR stuff about getting closer to the real life experience.
Some of it, you know, you have to cut out the crap, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only a few words which...
But it does say that it will offer a significant step forward in physics-based handling model. So that means that we won't see cars spin and do weird, let's say, jumps anymore, I hope.
I think it's difficult because...
Obviously there's more processing power to be...
Well, this is the thing. If you have more to play with, you've got more leeway to become, you know, be able to do things and not be as efficient. Like on the old consoles, they only had half a gigabyte of RAM, so they had to be really efficient with what they were doing.
Yeah, not a lot of inputs at the same time, obviously.
And, you know, hence why, you know, the game was limited.
Yeah, definitely.
And even on PC, like, you know, great, it's at 1080p, great, it's at 60, whatever. Textures are a little bit better, but to be totally honest, it's the same game at the base.
Yeah.
And
weirdly enough, every console, you know, let's say PC and console, every game handles differently in some way. And some consoles have faster times, and it's all really weird.
It's a bit of a mess, but you know, that's got a lot of that's down with the way the game runs on the system it's playing on.
I'm interested in what they mean with, let's say that the handling model will offer more than 20 areas of advancement.
This is the thing. Like they've spent a lot of time on this game. Like I said, it should have released on or during 2014. So they've had extra time to pretty much work on this game or the engine, whatever you want to say, and that's why we're going to see some big features and really big advancements in areas. And a lot of people are going to be surprised, saying, "Well, they've only had like 6 months. How have they done it?" And it's not. It's because they've been working on it a lot longer. But the new consoles help a lot. You know, they've got 16 times more memory to play with. On one console, it's significantly faster. On the other, it's still faster, but not so much. You got way more powerful GPUs, CPUs, and just better in general APIs for the system, so the way it runs the game. But it's going to be a big step forward, especially on the console side of things. And you know, PC are going to get new features. It's going to be good as well. But the PC has always experienced 1080p 60, whereas on the console,
that's new for them, of course.
it's new. And whether or not it will be 1080p on the systems, I don't know, but it will be 60 frames a second, which is you know, a big thing.
Yeah. So next subject I want to move to is that they say, let's say the experience will be better, that you, well, let's say, of course, the last few games were just menus and, well, let's say, very lame intros and then basically race and, sorry?
I'm okay with having lame intros, as long as the game is good.
Well, people were like, even in 2010 you had a paddock and that all went away for some reason, and we were left with a wind tunnel and a picture of a car in front of the bar rain track with 1,000 light bulbs. So let's say they kind of lost inspiration, and they now promise us to deliver, let's say, a new experience with a broadcasting style that should recreate the unique race day atmosphere. Of course, it's nice. I like a little wrapping around my game.
Well, this is the thing, they've always had this philosophy of be the driver, you know, live the life, whatever.
Exactly.
That's not what people really wanted, or maybe they did, it's just they haven't done it properly. Like, Codemasters really haven't done it properly. They got it in 2011 and 2010.
Yeah.
But they got rid of all the paddock stuff, like you said. They removed that, they made career mode boring, it was no more sort of, it just
Yeah,
felt...
but it wasn't like the real F1. We want to see well,
No, but in
they
2010 and
call
2011,
it,
they got the live the driver thing.
yeah,
in a pack,
yeah, that's
whereas they
what
got rid of-
people wanted back then, but now they wanted like broadcast
Well,
presentation.
I've always wanted it like a broadcast. You know, I want commentators, and I also want my engineer,
Yeah,
and that's achievable. It's been done before in at least 3 or 4 games that I can think
yeah, I
of.
mean even in Star Fox your team talks to you while you play.
But it's like in sports games like FIFA. It happens in FIFA, and it's been in FIFA forever. It's not
Yeah.
difficult. Well, it is difficult to put in, but once you put it in, it's
Well,
great.
even in Grid Autosport you could ask your engineer the gaps to people in front, behind, etc. by pressing.
No, but the thing is,
directional
people
pad.
want to have that experience.
Now
and that
people
excitement
will
of-
use voice recognition, obviously, which seems like a gimmick, but I think it's pretty nice.
That will be on the PC anyway. I guarantee.
Well, let's hope they also
No, it
bring
will.
it out.
It's not a question. That will be on the PC, not straight away, but it will be on the PC.
I think the problem is on the PC is that every Windows has a different voice, let's say not voice pack, but different language, and not every language supports voice control, voice input. For instance, my language doesn't, and it doesn't. Therefore, it can do voice recognition. So that's the problem with me, because
Yeah, but it's not. It's
yeah,
it's
voice
run on the game,
recognition
it's
isn't
not on the
supported by
system.
my Windows version.
Yeah, but it's not even on Windows. It's on the game.
I know, but yeah, maybe they can work around it, like you said.
It's not. They can release it. It's just it won't be out at launch.
Presentation style, people will start skipping those things after a while as well.
Well, the thing is, people, when you watch F1, that's what whenever I want to play an F1 game, I want to recreate watching a race.
Yeah.
So I want to be the driver. So I want to have the commentary. I want to have the podiums. I want to have the grid parade laps. I want to have all that.
Yeah.
That's personally for me. Whereas some people just like to get the race and like be the driver, whatever.
Yeah.
But I like. It's like with FIFA. That's why it sells so well, because it looks like a actual football match. I hope that's what they do.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Good call. I don't even mind if I would play, let's say, career mode on my own. That I would hear commentators talk while I am racing. I wouldn't really mind that.
But I'd like that.
Maybe league racing, I wouldn't really want to hear a commentator.
It'd be difficult because then
I'd
You
be
know-
talking to people on TeamSpeak and Skype, let's say. So.
well, this is the thing. It's like, and also to program that. I mean, the only way they could do it is have a default list of names where the commentators have said that name, and you select it, and then it will say, you know, in pole position or in P1, it's, you know, Tom.
Yeah.
Whereas they can't make the game say that and work that out because it hasn't.
No.
You know, you can't make a commentator say something they haven't said. If it makes any sense.
Exactly.
So it has to be a preset list of names or not at all, and it probably will be not at all on multiplayer.
So yeah, as you said, last year it should have already come out. That's probably the reason we also get last year's championship to play as well.
That is the reason, as well as career mode, which I don't actually think they're doing now. But
Well, yeah, career mode. Yeah, that's the next subject actually. The absence of career mode. There's a championship mode and there's a pro season mode. And obviously, well, prediction for me, and I think Tom has also agreed that one will be with a existing driver
that'll
and
be pro season.
pro season, and
Yep.
that championship season will be with a fictional driver made by yourself, and hopefully modded helmets. All the goodness.
Or championship season will have 2 sub categories where it's either fictional or non-fictional, and pro season could be something completely different.
Right, that's your prediction versus. So going back to your statement about it should have been This should have been the game last year.
Yeah.
I think this sentence confirms it even more in the press release that they stated with the second race coming, so Malaysia, so this weekend actually, that their team was still busy modeling the new 2015 cars. So their development is now at the process that they're developing or modeling these cars, which could mean that the game is done already.
The game is done.
With the full 2014 grid.
That's done. That was done probably just
So
before the end of last
let's
year.
say they probably now already have, let's say, a next gen version of F1 2014.
Oh, they had one before F1 2014 came out.
So basically, if you would go over to their office now, you could play that game with 2014
It would
cars.
work.
And probably all the tracks are there
Maybe.
from 2014.
Yeah, honestly, this is the thing. Like, you've got to look at it at a realistic point of view. It's less than 3 months away. It has to be already
Yeah,
built.
they're modeling the 2015 cars. That sounds
Probably the last
like so their, let's say, their design team, the arts team, is now designing these cars. Yes. That's the same stage as a, let's say, developer that makes a big game. They let their art team make also DLC design stuff. So of course these are gonna be included in the main game, but this is normally would be the stage at which they would make DLC and with a normal game. No, I'm not saying this is not a normal game, but normal game development cycle. At this point, the art team makes DLC. So they say, in addition to the 2015 season, we are delighted you'll be able to play the 2014 season as a bonus. I think it should be the other way around. So
No.
we're presenting the 2014 season.
No.
Because that's the game we finished last year, and in addition, since it's already next year, we're gonna let you play this
Can't
year.
do that.
No, but they stated this way, but like you said, since the game was finished last year, it's actually the other way around. That's because
Well, I
they're...
think when I say the game
and
was
they-
finished last year, I mean
That's why they're still modeling this year's cars and not last year's cars as a bonus. But I'm happy they waited, actually, because the longer you take, I guess there's more time to improve. And,
or there's more time to screw things up.
that's true, but on the other hand, I'm not surprised that they didn't show a trailer, because after reading that they only modeled the Mercedes.
Yes, but they've got 2014 cars in there.
Why would you make a trailer with only 2014 cars if the game is called F1 2015? I'm convinced your statement that this game came out last year after they say that they're now making 2015 cars and they're now, let's say, making the Mexican circuit. But I guess in the end, if they deliver the finished product and it's not full of bugs and it drives nice, then I'm pretty satisfied. And so yeah, hopefully Codemasters will give us a good game, and
I'm a big fan of Codemasters. People give them a lot of shit. People, really do. But because I've played Codemasters games for a long time, I think they are, in my personal opinion, they make the best multi-platform racing games easy. They made the first ones I played were Tucker Racing Driver. They were good.
Yeah, like you said, there's like you can name a lot of racing games where there's leaks on the PC, for instance, but then they don't have a console counterpart running on the same game. And with F1, there's, like, let's say, leaks on PC, leaks on the PlayStation, and leaks on the Xbox. So yeah, I can totally concur with that. Final thoughts on the press release then, after all this discussions about what it might be and what our predictions are. Do you think that this will be the game that will bring all that FIFA magic, or at least a part of it, because of course they needed to establish themselves? Or do you think that this will be another failure like F1 2014 was really?
2014 was not a bad game, it just didn't sell well. And 2015 is going to be a very important game to people who play it, people who buy it, people who are interested in F1 and Codemasters, and the FIA as well, because I really do think if this game does not sell well, regardless how good it is, Codemasters will not be making the 2016 game.
Yeah, my final thoughts on the announcement are that overall I am positive about the fact that the game will A, come out earlier, B, will be let's say taking much more out of my PC that I have available for it. See if they, let's say, deliver what is in their statements in the way that I interpret it. I will be happy, and I would like to have a game where it is a much more, let's say, filled out experience compared to the, let's say, bare-bones racing game with just menus.
Well, there's just a few more things I want to say, like picking up on what you were saying, feels more rich, etc., and more, more polished, whatever. I don't know whether anyone else has, well, I'm almost certain other people have this, is when I pick up a controller and I play a game, I just move the character or turn the wheel, whatever, I can tell whether that game is good or not.
Well, I want to thank you for, of course, joining me for this discussion, let's say, analysis video with our predictions for the game coming up, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as well.
It was interesting. I mean, it will be what it is. Codemasters are in control.
Definitely. Well, of course, we hope that they will listen to feedback from the community. Actually, that press release, the email that also stated that they would like to receive links to everything that you would post about it. So obviously they're interested in opinions, I guess. So yeah, let's hope they value the input and that they can implement it in a way that it will cater to most of everyone that loves it, I guess. It's let's say the largest audience, broad-wise. Anyways, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully till next discussion video, which will be, I think, more far than fewer apart. Peace.
Peace.